So I'm going to continue here with a few short videos. I really want to delve a little more into how they're using Alex Jones to demonize those easily put into the box of conspiracy theory, which is why we should think outside the commonly used terms. It's almost being forced on us. New World Order, for example, we've been using that term for a number of years. Now they're demonizing it again, trying to associate it with white supremacy. They forget when they demonize people that are researchers, put them in that box, try to associate them with white supremacy. What are you doing then to those minority voices? What are you doing to then those minority websites and YouTube channels if you're just going to punish across the board because of a few channels putting out some hateful messages? So I would say this whole system's been designed against us with regards to that. And as I've actually seen from certain people when they've blown up at me and they've tried to use my politics against me and blah blah blah, they'll always go for that. You're a tinfoil hat conspiracy theorist instead of actually deal with the issue at hand, because it's socially acceptable for them today, right now, this day of this week, literally, this week, this month. It's trending. That's a conspiracy theorist. That's a witch. And they get society to mirror the mainstream media. Oh, they seem to be attacking Alex Jones. They're not attacking Alex Jones. I used to trust Alex Jones and appreciate his content a long time ago until I became fully aware of the real Alex Jones. And once the race baiting really began, I mean, this was a 9/11 truther. This was someone that inspired some of us over a decade ago. I mean, we're talking 2001, 2002, after 9/11. We were paying attention. We were looking at what was going on. We were seeing how they were using it to create a police state, to kill millions of people, and worse. People have been tortured and violently removed from the planet since. Alex Jones shifted. Then the mainstream media kept bringing him out and bringing him out and bringing him out. But even like your average reader is not going, huh? So he's pushing this racism against the people in the Middle East, but he's also a 9/11 truther. According to the media, doesn't really make much sense. It doesn't make sense. He went from one individual who wasn't without his faults to whatever you're seeing now. They're using Alex Jones to hurt us all. This was something that was building before all this, before the false Islamic Sharia law invasion and the hate crimes increasing. He was already doing certain things and calling for wars against the cops. He was. And many of us were along for that ride. We were going, well, we like your passion, but we're not really of your type of violent attitude. We're willing to defend ourselves, but we're not of your attitude, Alex Jones. We hope that's just entertainment. And we kept listening throughout 05 and 06 and 07, 08, 09, and then Obama. Then he really had something to be angry about. But when it really got dark was in 2013 and 14. And it went to the next level of super silent. And then the next level of Alex Jones in the mainstream media. Alex Jones and Donald Trump. To then Donald Trump listens to Alex Jones. To where we are now, with all eyes on Alex Jones, as the nation just sits. They have their boogeyman. Even if they never knew who he was now, they do. The conspiracy theory, 9/11, anti-government people. Alex Jones, the king. Why? Because they made him the king. So, the idea of taking out Alex Jones means something much larger because they call him the king. Meaning anyone that's associated with conspiracy theory and put into that box. Just, there should be a visual. I'll have my friend do some art of all the world's knowledge being put into a little box and then demonizing that box as conspiracy theory. All the world's knowledge, just, but also see the media endorse conspiracy theory when it's hip and it's cool. They put out the cheese and the mouse bites and The Trap Hits, Jesse Ventura, the History Channel, other programs. History Channel played up the Obama Antichrist meme because it was popular. It was marketable. They literally had a program about the Antichrist around the year 2012. Where like there was already like an apex of a lot of concerns and a lot of government cataclysmic. I mean, I was already on that wave. Government's buying up all the mountain house, man. Something's going to happen in the next 12 months. It's like, we've come to learn since then they've been buying and storing for a long, long time. But no, the whole goal isn't necessarily to censor someone. It's to take away their money. It's to take away their support. Is to isolate those people within society. Right? So someone's program, they can go to someone's website, and then go to alexansory.tv and go, wow, look at that guy. He believes something's at the top of the pyramid. He believes that something's pulling the strings of the whole system. That's witchery. And see, the thing is, the important thing that needs to be made, they make conspiracy theory popular all the time. They're doing that now with the Russian hacking. But they get people to kind of omit the fact they have conspiracy theories too. It's demonized those that are unpopular right now. But there's actually quite a few people that question the official story of 9/11 that hate Donald Trump. When they brought Donald Trump and 9/11 together, it's like, whoa. Okay, that's some pretty dark propaganda, but it works on a population that's never looked into 9/11, doesn't understand what it's about, or why people would question what they've been told, and then to be completely naive and not realize that's completely incompatible with Donald Trump's foreign policy and ban them all. 9/11 truth ideals over here and a ban them all philosophy are it's like it's oil and water. It's oil and water. And they found a way to convince these people that oil and water do in fact blend. And that's really the best way that I can put it. Fortunately for me, some of the things, that I discuss, even though it's considered fringe, for example, the solar flare effect on human consciousness is definitely outside the box of conspiracy theory. I've made the mistake of even using that in the past to describe some of the content on this channel. I think that, part of evolution is evolving communication. And as I've said before, words and terms, right? We have basically a society that's been using the same buzzwords, including Illuminati. And now you have a society that's programmed to associate that with white supremacy because somehow, some way, and I'm giving you my opinion. A lot of people out there obviously disagree with me in the alternative media, right? But there's a lot of people in the alternative media that seemed to be legit 5 years ago that completely got on board this white genocide narrative, which is in line with neo-Nazi ideology. They totally got behind the whole Islamic invasion meme and other allegations. And then propping up Donald Trump while making Obama out to be an antichrist, someone that was going to take the guns within his administration. It doesn't mean that those weren't false flags. It means that you talk about people becoming stereotypes of racist conspiracy theorists. There's a lot of people out there on the internet that are public figures that did just that. They became the stereotype. The Democrats now and the liberals, they have literally so much information now and YouTube videos to make the case for shutting down the internet because you have enough useful idiots that aren't actually agents or provocateurs, but they've been conditioned that the cool thing to do is to act like one. And literally go from criticizing Obama for the bombs dropping to supporting Donald Trump when the bombs dropping no matter what. But of course, if I was to talk about Donald Trump being used to destroy America by design and take that message to the Democrats and liberals, it's going to be rejected as a conspiracy theory, even if they also don't like Donald Trump. See, and there's no one that I really support at all. I don't believe that's in government now. But I don't believe in being certainly not like those that call themselves anarchists in the city. But, there's a reason I live off the grid. And there's a reason why being away from the people, right, that have been infected with the propaganda, in particular, that things that I talk about are conspiracy theories. And the conspiracy theories are bad and evil. And that they can be put into this box and somehow associated with Donald Trump. I mean, that's crazy. But if you can see it, this propaganda is taking place right now, then that's good that you're aware, because we need to adjust our language. We need to think outside the box, and we really should be exposing the greater conspiracies to turn people of perceived ethnic backgrounds against each other. Because a lot of the things that are being done to Muslims and minorities, by not only white supremacists, but people that hate those ethnic groups. So sometimes you see blacks or Hispanics also attacking Middle Eastern immigrants. They don't even realize they're being programmed like Manchurian candidates for people to hate Americans, for people to hate white people, and to call white people terrorists. Because, as I've said for over a decade, what has already been allowed to take place in Afghanistan is being prepared for America. That's not good. I said all that a long time ago, right? That China and Russia would be responding to actions of the United States. Now look at the U.S. want a war with Iran. Take a look at what has already taken place with the firing of missiles in Syria. And now issues with the U.S. firing and taking out a Syrian warship. And now Russia warning the U.S., don't you do it, because we're going to respond straight up. And so, like, all these motions, like, are in motion, right? It's not something that's going to happen. It's already in motion. And there are people out there that aren't aware that America's been destroyed by design. So the reason why they're all involved in bringing Alex Jones out in the media and demonizing conspiracy theory is for that day when people start waking up to really what's going on with our nation. The whole thing, the whole chips, the whole integration, why China's been funding our wars, the technology we've been giving China. One day people will find this information relevant, stuff that's already out there on the internet. They're going to go, oh my God, we could see the ultimate conspiracy. Oh my, and then boom, there could be like a lot more public backlash to these types of thoughts in the future. I don't know, but it doesn't look good with this type of propaganda campaign. And so that's why Alex Jones is in the media. He's there literally to encourage a burning at the stake movement. So we got to think outside the box of YouTube. There's a reason I started my on-demand channel. Right? There's a reason I have another platform that I've set aside. And that's where people can support my work at $4.95 per month. If you want to support what it is that I do and not just receive all the videos for free, right? But appreciate the passion that goes into this, the work that goes into this, and to encourage me to keep moving forward.